Hey, what is up, guys, and welcome back to Giants franchise. Coming off a Super Bowl loss to the Broncos, and as we look, hey, what are you gonna do? We got outplayed by them. Our defense killed us, but a lot of award winners had a good year. So we look at retirements. Aaron Rodgers hangs her up, definite Hall of Famer. I'm not sure why Siri thinks I said her name. As for us in the NFC, that's not what I wanted. NFC East, did anyone retire? No one retired. Cody White, a bunch of random people retired, but nonetheless, we lose the Super Bowl. We're into the offseason, though. 9 catches for 108 was player of the week. That's sad. Micah McFadden did have a great game in the Super Bowl. But our defensive coordinator has to go. He's out of here. I mean, that's very obvious that needed to happen. We'll view available staff out here. Is there any, good coaches available? Thomas Quinn, who we just fired, but... What? They used to show, systems and everything. Scott Anderson, Jeremy Cooper, Emmanuel Ortega. Let's do Emmanuel Ortega. We're gonna hire him. Does it, they used to have, a background on these people, and they don't anymore. Because, I used to just switch it to the playbook that they ran at the other team, but they don't even do that anymore. So it's what am I supposed to do? But we bring in Emmanuel Ortega. Our defense was literally the worst in the game and everything except for rushing defense. So, yeah, I'd rather just... give up running your... I don't even know. I'd just rather have a good defense. But we do need to improve on the defensive side of the ball, as we'll see in the next week. We'll bring in Emmanuel Ortega as the new defensive coordinator. And, yeah, we'll see how he can do. We had a great offense a year ago, so... 13 players to negotiate. We're going to obviously accept the option on Malik Neighbors, get him for cheap for one more year before we have to pay him a lot. Chris Braswell wants a big deal. I don't want to pay him that. Dotson wasn't very good. Yeah, none of these guys I'm too concerned with bringing back, honestly. Yeah, alright. So we're going to move into stage 1 of the offseason here, which is free agency. And we'll see who's out there, anyone who can help us. And Zay Flowers, interesting. Brian O'Neill, Marlon Humphrey, Kyle Hamilton's out here. Has no interest in coming here. But he could help us tremendously in our secondary. And I think we're going to offer him a huge contract. He's not even that interested in it, but... yeah, we're not even in the top. He has no interest in playing here. Okay. Brian O'Neill would be a good get for our offensive line. Still, he's 31, but, where's only offer? Okay, we got Jervin Dexter Sr. as superstar dev at 25, 86 overall. No interest in us again, but we're really trying to get this defense up. And if we got to spend a lot of money on these two guys, I think they could help us. Where's top offer? Now, that's another thing I wanted to look into is getting a change of pace back to kind of... don't get me wrong. Obviously, Chase Brown would be, perfect compliment. We'll offer him a 3-year deal to Scatterboo. But obviously, Scatterboo was phenomenal. And here we go. We'll see how our offers go. We get Brian O'Neill. We don't get Jervon Dexter. Joey Bosa's out here. Leonard Williams, Big Cat. We could bring him back. And we got Chase Brown. So we got 2 out of 3. Maybe not the 2 we wanted, but the 2 we got. Chase Brown is going to be... and Riley Moss is out here. Broncos just giving up on him already. Justin Simmons, Jordan Mason, I have no interest in. Riley Moss. Let's do that. From Iowa. Why not? See if we can't get him in. Where's only offer? He doesn't accept. Okay. Forrest Buckner's still out here. I mean, if Joey Bosa wants to be here that bad for like 1 year, we don't have enough money for that. Let me bring this down. I mean, for 1 year, I don't mind it. We're spending a lot of money this year on defense. And we get Riley Moss. We do not get Joey Bosa. Okay, I'm going to look to make some moves this offseason. We need to get better on defense. What we had last year did not work, obviously. And, I mean, you look at the money we're paying some of these guys that just didn't perform. Not on the offensive side. The offense is great. Getting Chase Brown, I think, is going to help a lot for us. Neighbors is great. We bring Shakir in last year. He was good. Marcus Beckham's probably going to start the year as that third receiver. Tight end, I think we have a solid room. John Runyon's kind of washed. Our center is terrible. We don't have a right guard. Okay, so we need middle of the offensive line. But we bring in Brian O'Neill. That helps a lot. Dual Carter. Chauncey Golston didn't do anything last year, but there's just no offers for him. This is a lot of money to move. If we could get rid of it, we could get Brian Brzee. Looking for an interior offensive lineman that we can maybe develop. Devin Neal. We are not getting any offers for that. 25, big salary. Ruka Rojo, Curtis Samuel, Bart Colvin. Bobby Lynn's only 22. He's a 74 overall. Is like D-tackle a position of need for us? I mean, it wouldn't hurt to get some depth. I just think we're going to hang on. So Trevin Wallace didn't really play a whole lot last year. Micah McFadden will be back. Cordell Flott had a decent year. He's got superstar dev somehow. I'm not really sure how that happened. Drew Phillips. Yeah. Might be time. We might just go youth movement here. Michael Pittman in a fifth. Wayne Ramirez, Christian Watson. Paulson Adebo has superstar X Factor. That's crazy because... And Cesar Ruiz would be dope. Nick Amanawari. Man. I feel like we should trade Adebo. I really just want to get rid of Chauncey Golston's contract. I'm not even really worried about Chauncey Golston himself. It's like his contract is terrible. We could always just trade him for a draft pick. John Runyon can play center actually, so we'll be fine there. We have no depth, but we have one offer. It's for a star right edge. We'll do that. Bring him in. Okay. All right. Like I said, we're making moves this offseason. We're gonna see what we can get for Paulson Adebo. Alone, Malik Ziegler, Mekhi Becton, Josh Downs, Wayne Ramirez, a second, a fifth, a sixth, and a seventh. Like center, 22-year-old star center for a fifth and a seventh. Taylor Benefield, Kobe Turner, Cesar Ruiz again, Ernest Jones, and Shaq Farrell. I think we're going to do this trade for Kurt Cool here and bring in an actual center to this team. Yes, we give up our best corner from a year ago, but I like the signing of Riley Moss. It's a little bit expensive, but we go younger in the secondary. Drew Phillips had a good Super Bowl. Granted, Flott had a good year last year. And is there anyone else we want to move? We have Brian Burns. Thibodeau doesn't really play a whole lot. So, we can try to move him for whatever we can get. Najee Harris, no. Jack Townsend's intriguing. What about Thibodeau and our second round pick this year? Spencer Brown, Marcus Hammond, Trayvon Diggs, Darnell Mooney, Edgerrin Cooper. Nothing really screaming. Oh, Kool-Aid McKinstry could be intriguing. L'Jarius Sneed. I mean, Kool-Aid's not that fast, but he's a pretty good player. Maybe not a set. What about Thibodeau and a second next year? Darren Jones, Spencer Brown, Mekhi Becton, Mooney, Cooper, Michael Wenhu, Cesar Ruiz, and L'Jarius Sneed. Okay, what about a third next year? Just to not try to give up a second. BJ Merriweather, Taylor Rapp, Hollywood, Tutu Atwell, Xavier Leggett, Nakobe Dean, Anthony Bradford. He's getting paid a lot for no good reason. A lot of these seem like salary dumps. I guess we'll do this. This Townsend kid, he's got star development. You never know. Maybe he can move around. All right, I think we're done making moves. I want to look at the team here. Adjust lineup. Okay, now we bring in a center. We got Runyon at right guard. I like it. I like the team is looking solid. We got Shakir, Neighbors, Scattaboo. Chase Brown comes in as the spellback. I really like that. Yeah, I mean, up front we got... I mean, defense is looking solid. I don't hate it. We just need to execute better. So we'll sim to the second week of free agency. We'll see who makes it through. And Grover Stewart gets signed back to the Colts. Okay. And who's available still? Leonard Williams. There's a punter, Taylor Moton, Tank Bigsby. No one really jumping out. Hunter Henry would be kind of fun, I guess. Malik Hooker sucks. Rico Dowdle. Rigoberto Sanchez. Beanie Bishop. Kyle Duggar really wants to be here for some reason. Michael Carter the second. Kyle Duggar look terrible. I mean, Kevin Byard has superstar development for 1 year. I mean, if we could get him in here, that wouldn't be that bad. And it looks like we're gonna bring him in. He could play an important role for us. But I think that's gonna be it for free agency. We're gonna sim to the draft now. And yeah, I mean, I like bringing in Kevin Byard there because, heck, I mean, he's a veteran of anything. And here we go, it's draft time. We'll pause the draft. And just looking at the draft board before we get into it, I mean, there's a quarterback, Angelo Tatum. I like Dart. We're going to stick with him. We need him to take another step forward next year, though. I think for now, though, we're just going to advance to our first pick here in the draft. And we pick here at 17. And who is available? A receiver, a right tackle, a receiver, deep threat receiver, 2 quarterbacks, which don't look very good. Another right tackle, a strong safety, a free safety. What do we get? What can we get if we trade away or trade down? Review offer. Pick 23, a third, a fifth, and a sixth. First, pick 22, a third, a first, a second, and a sixth from the Niners next year. 2 firsts from next year and the year after. First, a second, pick 51. A first next year from the Dolphins. I don't necessarily hate that because we don't have a second round pick this year. We're going to do this trade with the Dolphins. I like to get a second round pick. Oh, we don't have another first round pick. That was our pick. Good management. All right. We get a first next year from the Dolphins, though, which I do like. And Trent Klein is sitting here. There's a tight end here. Kansas City's his top pick. 6'5", 254. I mean, he looks very solid across the board. If you know my history with drafting tight ends in the draft, You know, I mean, we had or not Oliver Bush. We had what was his name in Packers franchise that we brought in? He was insane. I can't think of his name. I can see him right now, but can't think of his name. But he was a stud. I drafted one in Panthers franchise that ended up being a stud. Jose Jackson, A catching traffic, B catching 6'6", 253. Ran a 4.64, poor acceleration. A catching, I mean, he looks amazing. Tight end isn't necessarily a thing we need. The safety looks very good. Trent Klein, we're going to bring in Trent Klein. What? The clock shouldn't have been moving. What are you talking about, game? What? What's happening right now? Who did we pick? Who? A running back? You're kidding. Is this like a glitch? Well, this tight end's still here. What are we doing? Or Estrada down here. He looks like he could be amazing. He's slow, though. Well, they took a running back for me. Thanks, game. A to B catching traffic, B to C catching, C deep route running, C run block. We're taking Isaac Young. Oh, so when you trade, apparently you can't make your selection. They just take a running back for you. B plus draft pick. Good speed for a tight end. Soft hands. Has 85 speed. Hidden development. Hey. Theo Johnson wasn't necessarily doing it last year. We need more weapons in this offense. Why not bring in a tight end? You know? Now, here in the later rounds, I mean, we're looking for skill. Alfonso Brown from Virginia Tech. I mean, he looks very good. We're going to take him based on his potential. And he's a D. I don't care. He's hidden dev. He looked very good. We're going to take the chance that he actually has skill. And now we have the first pick in the 5th round. And with this pick, a ton of D tackles out here. Thankfully, we took a running back, because that's what we needed, not defense. Jose Lopez. Looks terrible. Okay. Tyrone Harper. All C's across the board. Very mediocre players up here. B finesse moves, C block shedding. Again, very mediocre. Great speed, though, for a D tackle, because that matters. D block shedding, B finesse moves. He looks horrible. Not really sold on anyone. Don't really need another tight end. I already took one. What about Clint Winters? He looks worse. If that was possible. We're going to try to trade this pick away. 2028 5th and a 7th. Tempted. Oh, a 4th? We'll take a 4th in the Seahawks. Yeah. And we're up again. All these D tackles are still here for a very good reason. Tight end, right edge. I looked at Clint Winters already, didn't I? There's got to be a gem down here somewhere. Peter Griffin from West Virginia. We're bringing in Peter Griffin. Yeah, Lois. Yeah. The fans love it. Played college basketball at West Virginia. Let's go. Peter Griffin, the newest freaking Giant. That's awesome. And now here in the 6th round, all these D tackles are still here. How about physicals? Maybe not physicals. Attributes. I guess we'll do physicals. I don't even know what we really need. We're gonna take Nick Ingram here on the upside of his B finesse moves. Normal dev, we're just hoping he pans out in some form or another. And we pick again here at 184. We have another 7th round pick coming up. We do kind of need depth at receiver. So we're going to do this. We're going to go by combine 40 time. 4.35 for Eli McConnell. I mean, can't really do much, but he is electric. Bring in... Okay, I want Eli McConnell, but maybe we can take him in the 7th because it's not going to let me pick again. Do we have another pick in the 7th? Yes, we do. We had 2. Is McConnell going to be there? Wide receiver. Yes, we want Eli McConnell from USC. Bring him in. And he's a D. I don't care. He's got 93 speed. 48 strength is impressively low. Another UCF receiver. Some kind of storyline there where him and Marcus Beckham played together. I don't know what it is, but... And lastly, we're going to take a fullback. I want a legitimate fullback. Glenn Walker has A to C. He looks like an actual usable fullback. 4.7, 240. Elite speed for a fullback. We're bringing him in. Glenn Walker, welcome aboard, buddy. He's a C. He's a hidden dev fullback. Looks comfortable as receiver. Glenn Walker, man. He's going to play. And that'll be it for the draft. We'll see how we did. I don't even know why they drafted a running back for a first pick. Looking at the team here. Brooks, he's a 74 overall with 90 speed. 95 excel is kind of nasty. He doesn't necessarily do anything crazy. He'll probably make the team as like the 3rd back. Isaac Young, 72 overall tight end. 85 speed, that was nice. Alfonso Brown was terrible. Peter Griffin, not so good. Hey, but Jeremy Daniels, 71 overall. 70 overall fullback. All in all, we got depth. That was the goal of that draft, was to get depth. And we accomplished it. And we have storylines, a position battle. Who is this going to be involving? Surprised you're not pads. Daniel Bellinger. Dude, this dude every year, you're not ready, you're not starting. I'm going to cut you, more than likely. There's a good chance Daniel Bellinger doesn't make this team. Yeah, I mean, you're the starter for now. Daniel Bellinger's a locker room cancer. We need to cut now. As Josh Gonzalez with an upgrade. He was almost going to be our starting center this year. Alright, let's see this team now. Scatterboo. Brooks does have hidden dev. Chase Brown will obviously be the backup running back. Daniels is now the 3rd receiver. I want to see Marcus Beckham out there, though, man. I want Young to be the backup for now. Like I said, there's a good chance Danny Bellinger doesn't make this team. Special teams. I love Daniels returning kicks. Specialist-wise, Scatterboo's just gonna... I mean, it'll be a little bit more of a split, though. I do want to see Chase Brown out there more than we had last year. Just Scatterboo was so beat up by the end of the year. It was really tough on him. And he was hurting. He got hurt in the conference championship game, and we didn't have a backup. So, I mean, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt did a good job. He had some big plays last year. No hating on that, but as Marcus Beckham gets an upgrade, that's the first name I noticed. He's gonna develop into a deep threat, and that's just gonna be his game. He's a big-bodied receiver. We need him to just get better this year because he's gonna play. He's gonna get opportunities. Big, and he's fast enough to be able to make it work. If he can just, we just gotta get him the ball down the field and see what happens. But we're gonna get through the preseason here. I'm not playing that crap in year 3. We do have player upgrades and a new injury. I don't love that. Hunter Borden and Jeremy Daniels with an upgrade. He's a playmaker, eh? We're going to work on his deep threat. And also getting Khalil Shakir in here year 2 is going to help tremendous. Or, you know, he knows the offense a little bit more now. Just keep working on Hunter Borden. One new injury. Brian Burns, 5 to 9 weeks. That's brutal. And he's probably got to go on IR. Ugh. No. Brian, no. No, we gotta see it. Oh, Harold Landry's out here. Baron Browning. We're gonna bring in Baron Browning. I don't love the almost $6 million we're gonna pay him, but we're gonna bring him in. And I want to see the team. That's not what I wanted. Gosh dang it. Tommy DeVito's backup quarterback that's worrisome for me, but what do you do? I mean, I like this team. Beckham's going to be wide receiver 3. Bellinger's probably going to get cut. There's a good chance he at least gets traded. I mean, on the defensive side, it's not... There's talent. Baron Browning comes in. He'll start. Peralta, he's a second-year player, right? Miguel, yeah, from Penn State. I think we're going to get Peralta, keep Peralta as a starter, but it could get fun there. Kevin Byard comes in, obviously. He'll be kind of a do-it-all guy for us, is the hope. And then we got Riley Moss as a slot corner. Our cornerback situation should be interesting, I think. Drew Phillips, I mean, we'll just see which one steps up. I'm intrigued to see Drew Phillips lead the way, I hope. But we'll sim through this week 3 of the preseason. We got to cut 10 guys. And we have 3 quarterbacks. I like to have 3 quarterbacks. We'll see if we can keep them, though. We are not going to have 4 running backs. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt's going to get cut this year. Fullback, I do want an actual fullback on our roster. We have 7 receivers. And none of them are worth a damn. No, I'm just kidding. I'll hold on to 7 for now. We're going to look to trade Daniel Bellinger if we can. If we can get anything for him. We need a 26-year-old tight end. I know we can get a draft pick for him. See if we can get a 6 from the Bengals. And we do. Daniel Bellinger heading to Cincinnati. It's a team that needs a tight end. Well, I mean, they have a decent tight end. They have Mike Gesicki, but we'll have Isaac Young step up and play in like 2 tight end sets this year. I'm fine with 3 left tackles. We got 2 left guards, 2 centers, 1 right guard, Ricky Stromberg, and then, okay. We're going to cut Brad Rudd. Left edge, we have 4. We don't need 4. We're going to cut Dane Cooper. Right edge, we have Miguel Peralta. We have a ton of D tackles. Jordan Riley probably doesn't make the team. Sam linebacker, we don't have any. We got 4 Mike linebackers. J.C. Carpenter is going to probably get some run this year. Micah McFadden, okay. Corner, we have 7. We can probably afford to cut 1 of these, like, terrible ones, like Antoine Wheeler. Free safety, we have 3. We probably don't need 3. Cesar Miranda's going to go to the practice squad. Strong safety, we have 2. We don't need 2 kickers. Sorry, Herbie Hayes. A+ name. You're going to the practice squad again this year. And we don't need 2 punters. I think Matthew Hayball might be the guy, though. What's the trade value on a punter these days? Can you get a 7th round pick for a punter? Let's see. The Bears don't have any picks, so it's not going to be them. Buccaneers, 7th round for Jamie Gillen. Nope, can't do it. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to cut Gillen. Hayball's our man here. I mean, both these guys suck. So we're just going to cut Tommy. Can we trade Tommy DeVito for anything? I doubt it, right? No. Titans. How about Vikings? 7th rounder for Tommy DeVito. There we go. Ship Tommy DeVito to the Vikings, and we should be good now. And AJ Espinosa joins the Packers from the Rams, and we'll sim to week 1 here. And what should be a fun season 3 for us. Obviously, auto-generate the rookies. Looks like offensive line is going to be important in this year's draft. And a bunch of Isaac Young with an upgrade. I like that. He makes the team. I guess that fired him up. We'll do vertical threat. Tight ends always get like 15 every time you do an upgrade. Yeah. Boom. Love that. He's going to play a decent amount this year. Probably get targeted. The goal is to not have to force feed guys like we have been. I want to have an all-around offense this year instead of just what we've been having where it's been God knows what. But we got a fullback. We got Theo Johnson for now starting at tight end. Offensive line kind of is what it is. Defensively, I like the team. I think it's improved. Specialists, all looks good. And yeah, that's going to wrap up the offseason video, guys. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, as always, it's been the Captain. And peace.